Well, hello, everybody. I was out riding and I seen that big crane, so I thought I'd pull over, get some photos, some videos, and just say hi to the guys. But that crane is fixing McDonald's sign. We had some real high winds about a week ago, so that must be what damaged it. From what I can see, quite interesting how that man basket is not connected to nothing but the hook. If I was in part and going up in that thing, I would want a safety lantern with a full body harness connected above the block.
When using a crane man basket, workers must be secured with full body harnesses attached to lanyards that anchor to designated points within the basket. These fall arrest systems are designed to reduce the risk of serious injuries if a worker slips or the basket becomes unstable during lifting operations. OSHA standard for crane man baskets. Personnel crane baskets, also called man baskets, are used to lift workers to sites at height. Although crane man basket are a common solution for at-height work in many construction industries, OSHA has established that using man baskets is more hazardous than using more conventional methods, like scaffolding or aerial work platforms. Consequently, OSHA has created a set of standards governing the use of crane man baskets. Following these standards is necessary not just to keep your company compliant, but also to keep yourself and your co-workers safe. When should crane baskets be used? According to OSHA, crane baskets may only be used when other methods are impossible or more hazardous than using a basket. A competent person must make the decision authorizing each use of a crane basket. Once it's determined by a competent person that a man basket is the right solution for the application at hand, a visual inspection must be performed prior to each use. In addition to a visual inspection, crane baskets must be tested to 125% of their rated capacity before each use. This test includes holding the basket at 125% of rated capacity for 5 minutes at each station the basket will be used at. Each test must be documented to keep OSHA compliant records. To make this process easy, ELT offers an optional matching test weight for each of our personnel basket models. These test weights use a quick release system that provide a fast and easy way to mate both units.
The Village Inn cut their trees down. Look at that. They cut all that down. You see, that's mulch from grinding the stumps. Now you can see it from the highway.
Update for a Burger King in Ozark, Missouri, but a new Burger King is planned for the old location, with construction starting in December 2024. Here's a more detailed breakdown. New Burger King planned. The Ozark Chamber of Commerce posted on Facebook on December 20th, 2024, that construction had started for a new Burger King in the old location. Old location. The new Burger King is planned for the location of the former Burger King. Construction start. Construction for the new Burger King started in December 2024.
First cold snap, it froze the very day they poured it. I think the temperature dropped down to like 43, about 43 degrees when they poured it, and then that night it went all the way down to 22. Didn't come back up for 5 days.
Pouring concrete in cold weather requires extra precautions to prevent freezing and ensure proper curing, including keeping the concrete and ground above 40 degrees Fahrenheit and using methods like heated enclosures, blankets, or accelerators. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Why cold weather is a challenge. Slowed curing. Cold temperatures slowed down the chemical reaction that solidifies concrete, leading to a longer curing time. Freezing damage. Freezing concrete can cause it to expand and crack, weakening its structure. Ground temperature. Frozen ground can also cause problems, as the concrete in contact with it will freeze and crack. Protection during curing. Use heated enclosures or insulated blankets. These help maintain the concrete's temperature and prevent it from freezing. Cover the slab. Cover the slab with concrete blankets before nightfall and leave them on for at least 7 days.
Well, this is why there's a delay in construction. Evidently, the final brake failed its test and the construction was stopped.
If a concrete cylinder test fails to meet the required compressive strength, immediate action is needed, including investigating the cause, retesting, and potentially removing and replacing the concrete or strengthening the structure. Here's a more detailed breakdown of what happens when a concrete cylinder test fails. 1. Immediate actions. Halt construction. Stop any further construction activities that rely on the suspect concrete to prevent adding stress to potentially weak concrete. Identify the batch/pour. Determine the specific concrete batch or pour that yielded the failing test results to isolate the problem area. Notify stakeholders. Inform the project engineer, contractor, and quality control personnel about the failing test result.